My life's been like pretty much a fun little roller coaster, just ups, downs, and in-betweens, but was always looking for something real, you know, someone just to look out for me. I think the only thing people ever want is just to be loved, and I figured if I couldn't have it, I just wouldn't feel anything at all. I basically grew up in a Christian family. You know, my parents were really involved at church, always on like the pastoral prayer teams, and just really got tired of, you know, the hypocrisy and the politics of the church, and was always just kind of looking for something real. I started getting into like the San Diego hardcore scene and like kind of started messing around with the whole gang life, and my parents kicked me out of the house at 18. From there, things obviously only got worse. I started selling, you know, trying to get myself off the street. You know, everything turned from what seemed to be okay just to worse. Like, all of my buddies started getting into coke and meth, and God kind of hinted at me then, you know, and so I started getting out of it, which really set all of my brothers off, and ended up that my clique and then like one of our sister sets both put out a 187 on my head. 187 is basically a paid hit. They were trying to take me out. From there, I, you know, survived that and just tried to clean myself up morally, but was still just kind of lost. Met this girl, you know, things got kind of serious. We were talking about getting married. Like, my life was going pretty good. I had the house, the 2 cars, you know, the girl. One day she just came over and basically said, you know, I don't love you anymore. Like, that's the end. And it just freaked me out. Like, couldn't figure out how people in my life could, you know, love you and then they could just drop you like nothing. I started drinking and figured if that's what love was, I didn't want to have anything to do with it, and I just didn't want to feel. So I spent the next year from there just always drunk. It's just empty, still just looking for something. I actually ran into one of my friends. She was saying that she was going to Australia, so I figured just go out to Australia, look for work, probably just find the same job and continue my same little mess out there. I went out for about 3 months and got plugged into Hillsong for some reason. You know, these people, they got my email and stuff and made sure to stay in contact with me to make sure I was all right. And I asked them out there, you know, I just wanted to find a church like that, you know, in San Diego. They told me about Christian City Church. And I knew Brant Taylor, so when I got home, I talked to him and I was like, hey, listen, like, I want to, you know, check out this church with you. So I came a couple times and, you know, started kind of helping out a little bit, just, you know, with serving. And I was just kind of expecting to have the same old bit, the same hypocrisy, the same politics. The more I started serving, the more I started, you know, just applying myself, the more I realized, like, these people were real, like they actually cared, and it kind of freaked me out a little bit. Guys like Thomas, he just came around me and was legitimately concerned about me, and it was weird because I didn't have too much of that from anywhere. And then Peter Tirado, he really, you know, he's my biggest advocate, started getting me on like his pro crew team. And I just started finding, like, you know, the more I served, like the more I was actually here for a purpose. I was here for a meaning. Like, this was actually legit. Love had always just seemed so conditional for me, but at Christian City Church, I just had people that didn't care. Like, they were there whether it, you know, fit their life or it didn't. Peter would drive all the way down, pick me up for church when I couldn't get there, and now I'm serving on the pro crew. I'm in charge of the stage crew. I'm in charge of the ushering for Detonate. I play bass for Kids Church. And the more I serve, it seems like, you know, the more I want to serve. Like, I just can't get my hands on it enough. Just to be able to be a part of building the house of God, it's really just flipped my life around. And just having people there to, you know, really care about me, really love me, really, you know, pour into me, it's just an example of what God's love really is for me. Now I just want to serve as much as I can, get my hands on whatever, you know, whatever I physically can do. And for everything else that I can't, you know, that's just room for God to grow in my life, hopefully. Through all the chaos, you know, I've really just been able to see God's hand on my life, you know, through even the smallest of things. And it's just a testimony, you know, to his love just for us. Because, I mean, there were countless times where I should have been dead. And no matter how hard I tried to push him away, no matter how much I tried to just drown him in alcohol or weed, he, for some reason, just always was right there.